And we were playing on Shakura's plateau. Good luck, have fun, Tarson. And Tarson said, don't know how we ended like that. Not sure what he means by that.
I think that they are third place, maybe.
Playing for third?
Yeah.
Such a disgrace. We were supposed to meet in finals.
Yeah.
We should have met in finals. Okay, so Kaos and Sasa to blame.
Oh, Tarson and Stephano fighting for an honorable third place.
Our mess. Yeah, fighting for an honorable third place. And you know what? Getting third
is better than getting second.
Yeah, you can make yourself believe that.
Yeah, I know, because like, if you don't, you win the last game, and it's also, if you get third, you're happy you got third and not fourth. But if you get second, you're pissed you didn't get first.
You lost your last tournament game.
Yeah.
And that's third. Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. Not when you're second, though. You kind of, you know, laugh at the third place finisher.
Yeah, but
I'm higher and stuff. But there's something to be said for
I know. Like, some people would probably prefer a bronze medal over silver. Like, in some messed up psychological sense. They're not aware of it.
Yeah, you should look at like the photographs of ceremonies and see whether the third place guy doesn't have a bigger smile than the second place guy.
Yeah, I think it happens a lot.
Yeah. So, openers. 12 barracks, 13 refinery by Tarson. And Stephano going for 15 hatchery. And 1 drone after it.
So is that a 16 pool? No,
not yet.
Just no.
Not yet, any pool. Got a hatchery coming up there.
No, standard 15 pool.
And is 15 hatch the best way to open up against Terran?
Yeah.
Let's say if you have a read on your opponent, he's going to do 2 barracks. You still want 15 hatch, right?
Yeah.
Because you need the larva.
Yeah. You need the larva, you want to have the creep spread on the front, be able to get a spine crawler down.
And it was only in very early StarCraft retail when I wasn't even playing it, but watching the stream. And I heard Artosis say the general knowledge at the time of the metagame then was like, don't go hatch first. You will die to 2 barracks. But eventually, Zergs grew more comfortable with that, and that is now the way to open up against Terran.
Yeah, people just know how to pull drones now and when to do it, get better timings. 2 barracks build is still very strong and can still kill Zerg players if they miss micro, but generally, it's nothing special.
And drones slightly outrun Marines, so they do have something to say for themselves. Just send home those damaged drones. Need to bring always the right amount, not too many, not too few. And we could be seeing a bunker coming up for the SCV. No, not even to fake. No, it's too late. Zerglings came out. Gas being mined, almost got enough. Stopping his drones mining now. Just wants to get that metabolic boost. And meanwhile, just droning up. 2 queens coming out. And Tarson went for the gas opening, so no double barracks action from him here. I saw recently a Polish interview with Carmack's girlfriend and Tarson. It was done at the Home Story Cup, and he was being interviewed about his series against Idra, which was for entering top 4.
Yeah.
So it was in the loser bracket semi or something like that, loser bracket finals, or I think semi-finals probably. And he played 1 game against Idra. The first game, it was a macro game, and he lost. And he said in the interview, how do I beat that kind of stuff to Hydra?
Yeah.
You know, and it was believed that he should play more aggressively. And he just wanted to try macro game once, but he knows Hydra is a very good macro player, of course, and he didn't quite manage to do it. And then he thought, I should just definitely put some aggression earlier on. So he went for 2 very aggressive games. What did he do in the second game again?
I don't remember.
But the third game he went 11 barracks and another 11 barracks and took this series home 2-1. Now again we see kind of a tech build so far. Probably follow up with the command center. Not 100% sure, but wants to do some damage first. So this looks like he is willing to go to a macro game. This does not look like an all-in yet.
Well, it's no all-in, but it's definitely a pressure build in the sense he has to do damage. And if he doesn't, Zerg is going to be far ahead.
There's our 5 Hellions ready here. Going in. Zerglings at the ramp. Getting lined up a bit. 2 spines. 1 spine.
I don't like that. Losing a Hellion just for a few links. Hellions get stronger the higher the numbers get. You should try not to waste them.
But most likely, Stephano will keep strengthening this wall. Not really a perfect map to do that kind of Hellion aggression, is it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious why he decides to do that. I can't see the Banshee doing too much either. There's 3 queens out.
Yeah. 3 queens out. Lair finished. Already getting a Spore Crawler. Hellions, of course, being usually a giveaway that there will be Banshees following up. They cost only minerals, so they'll be saving up gas. And of course, the attack patterns follow each other up. Factory, then Starport. There is actually not Banshee coming. Spore Crawler just being on the safe side costs a little bit, but could prevent you losing the game entirely.
Doesn't he have 1 Banshee? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where is it? Let's see.
Maybe just in front of the base.
Okay.
Denying the 3rd base.
Denying a 3rd. Curious. Getting armor upgrade. And Spire. So why is he getting armor upgrade? That's kind of unusual.
If you get +1 armor, tank needs 2 shots to kill a circling. Or rather, a circling survives with 1 hit point.
For the splash damage, right?
No, even the main target.
Okay.
A tank only does 35.
No, okay, I get that, but I do know that if a tank gets 1 attack upgrade, no amount of armor upgrades matter, right? For lanes, so
absolutely, but
they don't usually get that fast, do they?
Yeah, right. So it's good. It's good against Marines too, right?
Yeah.
It just helps your circlings connect. It's very good for banelings. Armor upgrade is in most cases even better than attack upgrade because banelings actually reach their target instead doing no damage. And it helps drones a little bit, so in most cases, armor is safer than attack.
But if you do get it right away in the start.
Yep.
It's not that useful to get it late game, right? So from that point on, there are probably only more attack upgrades. Baneling Nest finished. Spire finished, and we don't see any Mutualist coming out yet because he is supply blocked.
Oh!
1,000 gas.
A blue flame drop in the natural. Taking out a lot of drones.
Marines from behind. Let's see. A lot of drones dying here.
Stephano noticed. Wow!
5 more drones.
He's gonna get even more.
3 more. Huge amount of drone kill. Nice action. Marines from behind as well. Totally 25 workers killed. Massive result for him there. Huge amount of drone respawn there. 4 more coming, and he went all the way back up to 41. So it doesn't look like he lost a lot, but of course he does. Normally Zerg should have a lot more workers than Terran, especially considering such a late command center from Tarson. So
and still no mutas coming now because of the delay.
Yeah, he's using all his larvae for drones. He has 1,400 gas. He should have had 9 Mutalists flying out on the map now. First that little supply block he did himself, and then being forced to create that many drones.
Yeah.
Very nice. How to counter Mutalists? Hellions.
Everything. Hellions counter everything.
Yeah. Preemptively.
Yeah, preemptively.
Preemptively they do.
Yeah,
Head on, not so much. So
now finally mutas being produced. Still no upgrades for them either, which is gonna make them a lot weaker.
3 turrets will be here waiting for them. None at the expansion. He doesn't need to right now. He's not moving out yet with his Marines. Should probably get them 30 seconds before he moves out, lest he find himself in a base trade situation, which he might not be very comfortable with, but he doesn't need them right now yet. Stephano choosing to make his hatchery rather far away. Banshee's still here, which was basically designed to deny a 3rd. Did not do his duty very well. What's he doing?
Well, I think it's kind of nice because Stephano probably hasn't even seen the Banshee yet. So he's going to be pretty surprised when the Banshee comes in and then maybe can take out a lot of drones later on.
Okay, so maybe he's waiting to kill drones. There he comes in. Indeed, waiting to kill drones.
Oh,
nice idea, but
too early.
Can't count on your opponent not having transferred drones yet. And can't say that Stephano would be too keen to try and do that now. Would have to go all the way back with his Mutalist to take out that Banshee first. Would like to see Tarson hide that Banshee somewhere, and he is actually doing that. Pretty nifty, clever.
Yeah, and even just by doing that, he forced a few mutas to go back, and at least they couldn't harass him the time.
And that's when he chooses to move out, when he knows the mutas are not there to slow him down. So Tarson will be able to make good time, at least for another 5 seconds or 10 seconds or so, and try to get a good position, take out some of those creep tumors. Got to start early on with that, lest they infect the whole map. They're very contagious. Tanks sieged up. Got to be careful, Marines are not out of position.
Are there any banelings yet?
He is morphing banelings. About 9 and getting 16 more. So he needs that time, he needs those banelings. And he's not under intense pressure yet. No base being attacked quite yet. So he has the comfort to wait for those banelings. Taking out a small group of Marines here, it's good. It's good to be able to take what you get. And here comes in all the Zerglings and the banelings. Muta's taking out tanks. Banelings flying towards practically everything. Didn't want to explode on those tanks. Good split by Tarson, but not quite enough to survive everything. Meantime, a beautiful drop here with 1 or 2 medivacs. Or he sent maybe everything up manually. Nearly took it down. What a pity. And he's probably going to want to try to fly a medevac all around the map, maybe to take it out. But there is an Overlord there to spot for it. This hatchery is in critical danger.
I wish Tarson would have split those Marines there. He could have had the hatchery easily. However, Stephano still has a pitiful economy for a Zerg player on 3 bases.
73 drones against 59 SCVs.
Actually, that's quite decent. He just hasn't transferred enough drones to the 3rd base yet.
Yeah, he was stockpiling them at home. And probably rescued his drones when the Marines came in. Mutalis looking to see what they can do. Too many Marines to quite take him on head on. 1-0 attack upgrades for Marines. Armor coming up. Mutalis themselves, they're at 1-0 as well.
Uh-huh. I don't know what to say.
Zerglings at 0-1. We've got about equal supplies here. Mutalis trying to keep the Terran in the base. Terran will be moving out again soon. He does not have a 3rd, so he cannot wait forever.
Yeah, I like how Stephano doesn't risk any Muta damage. Oh, there's a 3rd base coming. A little bit of a weird position to build it. It's gonna have some extra time to float over, but it's at least safe against Mutas.
And where do you think is good to move it? Certainly not here.
No, I really like that base a lot. I prefer it over the 2nd natural. Because it's just closer to your main and natural, and you can defend like against air from a lot of sides.
We've got Mutalis coming in here. A lot of tanks exposed. We'll be able to take out 1. No, you won't.
Quick reaction by Tarson.
23 Mutalis on the field here, getting 2nd attack upgrade for Mutalis. 1st attack upgrade finishing soon for Zerglings and Banelings. And Stephano smells blood as he chases Tarson across the map. Tanks are not seized and he flies in, killing a lot of tanks. Zerglings being thrown away here practically as cannon fodder, and Banelings coming in but don't like what they see without the Zerglings there to tank the damage. Did take out some tanks, but lost a lot of Zerglings there and lost about 4 Mutalis.
Yeah.
So it was more of a small trade-off of units.
I think it was still pretty smart. It's gonna slow down Tarson a lot. And all he needs to do right now is stall time to get to hive tech as quickly as possible.
We see Stephano still at lair. Doesn't seem to have an infestor's pit yet. So the dreaded hive will not be completing anytime soon yet. Do agree with you that that would be very nice to have some broodlords and infestors. But it seems Stephano does not feel safe enough yet with his position to attack for that. Of course, the big risk would be if Tarson attacks decisively and Stephano wouldn't be able to field the kind of army he would need to defend that, being stuck with his pants down while he's taking to tier 3. So still both players in quite equal position. 1 Thor there, really nice. Forces the Mutalis to stay away or fly over the Marines. They complement each other very well, Thor and Marines against Mutalis.
Big
kind of
stim.
a bad stim.
Yeah, a little bit too many. It's nice to just stim for 5 Marines, take out tumors, but so many is gonna deplete a lot of energy. I'd like to see 2 gases on that base.
Doesn't quite need the gas yet, but is it good to save it up in advance? Hold that thought. Attack coming in here, off creep. Banelings and Zerglings coming in. We gotta see that tank micro on the Banelings. Beautiful split there. Lots of Marines surviving. 2 more Banelings connect. Bunch of Zerglings coming in. Mutalis are left. All the tanks are dead. Just 12 Mutalis left against about 19 Marines. Stim here went very low. And they'll both be losing almost everything. Mutalis, however, saving the day, killing all the medivacs. As Tarson would be wiser to rally his units straight home. Don't keep sending them in.
Yeah, he should have been back there after he took out quite an amount of the Zerg army, but overcommitted just a few seconds too long, and now he's in trouble. His army looks tiny, and there's Banelings coming against a single tank.
And how many Banelings do you need to kill Planetary Fortress? Do you know that?
Let's do the math. 17? I think something like that.
17? Yes, probably. Maybe
18. 19.
Close to 20.
Yeah.
Roughly 20.
I think it's 18. It depends on upgrades. It's too high of math.
And if he has the turret building
nobody knows.
Maybe we should ask people to tweet us the correct answer.
Yeah.
Up to 25 decimals. And here's Stephano. 4th is ready. 5th coming up. Investor's Pit coming up, so he's starting to feel comfortable. Tarson still on 3 bases. Needs that 4th base, making it here rather exposed. But it's not been spotted yet by Stephano.
Yeah, Tarson is in a lot of trouble in the sense that he does not have many options now. Moving out is very risky. Siege is down, Siege is up again, realizes maybe I don't dare. I'd like to see him go for split map situation now instead of going for another attack, just to try to reach 200 supply, get a lot of Ravens, some Vikings, and go for a really long game to come back.
Yeah, and try to secure his expansions with a lot of turrets and planetary fortresses. Yeah, get in the same or nearly the same economical position as the Zerg and get some massive units, right?
Yeah.
Getting more Thors. How do big amount of Thors do against big amount of Broodlords? Not too well, is it?
Not too well, but it's nice to have a couple of Thors shooting against Corruptors if you have a lot of Vikings to counter. Because if you pull back with your Vikings, the Corruptors are gonna clump up.
Yeah, okay, so it's good to have them as a support to other units. 2-1 upgrades here for Marines. Finally got that crucial 1 attack upgrade for siege tanks. Really, probably it helped Stephano a lot that he didn't have that yet.
Yeah.
Those Banelings and Zerglings surviving way longer than they would have if they did not have armor upgrade.
Yeah, +3 attack upgrade coming for Marines. Hive finished.
Ultralisk Cavern and no Greater Spire yet. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I think Broodlords are better.
I really like Ultralisk too, but I'm very lonely in that opinion.
I like them. I like to meet them too. Over
yeah, but your
Broodlords.
Protoss. Your Protoss, okay, against Protoss, Ultralisk are pretty horrible, but I think they can work against Terran.
They're not even that great against either tanks or Marines.
Oh my god!
Oh! Oh, I love that. Know it! Tarson Baller says knowed it. That means he knew it and he wanted it anyway. He said he could take it. Showing his dominance here, his alpha male selfness, as he just took it willingly. And here, Unsiege, Zerglings coming in, Banelings coming in. Huge fight. Gotta take away that health point bar, see what's going on. GG. Massive destruction there. Huge help by that Baneling bomb, and rather premature ending nearly, it seems, of this game with the 4th base just secured. But unlucky move out there over the burrowed Banelings. Man, I have to say, I love burrowed Banelings. If I was Zerg, I would burrow Banelings everywhere. Yeah. Just 200-foot Banelings.
Yeah. Man, people need to start getting Ravens. Seriously.
One Raven?
Yeah.
Two Ravens with you?
Two Ravens. Point defense drones.
Do they block Mythilist shots?
Yeah.
Corruptor shots?
Yeah. They used to be blocking even Broodlord shots, but they don't anymore.
Wow. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Are we able to... Are we... what was I saying? Mental block. Yeah, so to use Ravens properly, and I think you're right in that in the future we will see people using Ravens against Zerg, because it's just so painful to get that kind of Baneling bomb on you. But what's really important, they're so expensive, so you would need good control. Yeah. You can't just fly them ahead of your army.
That's what people always do. They get a Raven and it dies 1 minute later.
Yeah, you would need to keep it back. Maybe put it on move command on your Marines, so it's kind of hangs backwards.
What I started doing is now, I have my Raven on the same control group as my Vikings and Banshees. If I have it in an army composition. So I'm not just sending it forward, but I'm keeping my Viking, like my air force, right on top of my main army against Zerg.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah. Just a lot of people hotkey the Raven like together on one hotkey with your ground army. And because it's quicker, it's always going to run ahead.
Yeah. Well, Raven is not very quick, right? But he can skip obstacles.
Yeah, he can skip obstacles and is still a little bit quicker than a Marine and the tank.
Not if it's stimmed.
No, of course not.
Okay, so let's head back to Game 2. We've got it ready. Game 2 of the third place decider, Stephano versus Tarson. Map, dual side. And Stephano is starting. You're always doing Marine tanks. And so... nice little bit of a French English here. Fringlish. And Tarson is answering here, because I give you a handicap. I know Mac is raping you. Stephano, that's true. But don't be nice with me. Play Mac if you want. And Tarson, Mac is for Goody.
What?
Tarson actually played against Goody, I think. Did he? Yeah, Tarson played against Goody, I think, for the quarterfinals. And won. Didn't really like the experience, from what I understood. I believe it had something to do with long games against Goody. Don't know how he got that idea.
Too bad I didn't meet Stephano if he doesn't like metal. I play metal too now in TVC.
Little secret tidbits being handed out here. The key to Stephano's heart.
Yeah.
TLO keeping it in mind for future use.
I will. Oh, I actually kind of knew already. I met him a couple of times on ladder. But Stephano is so good.
Yeah, we see here 12 barracks, 13 refinery. Could be Hellions, could be... You know what I would like to see? I would like to see that strat that Puma did in game... What was it, game 3 against July? Or game 3 or game 4, where he went 2 factories, 16 Blue Flame Hellions or something.
Yeah.
A game of exaggeration. That's really fun to see. They could take down queens. They could practically take down spine crawlers and hatcheries. Just a sick amount of Hellions, with, of course, the key being that your opponent doesn't see it.
Yeah.
If they do see it, they will...
Get roaches.
And kill you.
No, you can kill roaches with Hellions.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Range.
No, well, you used to be able to kite them, but now you have just to get the right angles and do a lot of splash damage.
Yeah.
It's still inefficient, but because Hellions are so much faster, you can pull it off sometimes. But still, obviously, Hellions kind of suck against roaches.
Yeah, and probably if you see that many Hellions, you would do wise to make some kind of improvisation wall of evolution chamber, roach warren and whatnot, and put some spine crawlers in critical locations, perhaps block some off with queens. You know you have to take it seriously then. There's a huge difference between 5 or 16 Hellions.
Yeah.
We've got one SCV and one Marine pressuring, second Marine coming in. It seems almost no reason not to. You're not going to have speed links out anyway, so quite likely to be able to get away with the Marines if you go away in time. Forcing 6 circlings instead of, let's say, 2 or 4, if the turn just completely sits at home. And hopefully, of course, you want your opponent to make more than that. And he is going home already?
Yeah, I think that's very smart.
It's a good decision.
Yeah, he would have lost everything else. He should probably just have taken the SCV with himself too.
Yeah. But maybe he wanted 2 more circlings to be forced.
Yeah, but
didn't happen.
Yeah,
Stephano does not buy it.
No. I mean, he saw 1 barracks and there's only going to be 2 Marines. Yeah. Once again, same build as on Shakura's.
Yep, reactored Hellions. I think for all of Tarson's strengths, and I think it's important to highlight them, he is extremely aggressive. I think that's probably one of his greatest strengths. Harassments everywhere with Hellions and Banshees. I think I would almost have to say his weakness is he gets a little bit predictable in a best of 3. With the same opening again. And I think that's what hurt him when he played against MC. That's kind of what hurt him too in the semifinals when he lost against Kaos. Roughly the same opening, both games. He may be good at it, but StarCraft is also a game of surprise.
Yeah.
So
if you figure out the entire amount of timings of your opponent, you can just get so many more workers and then get the right amount of counters just a few seconds before the timings hit. Oh, nice shots there.
And look at this, 4 roaches coming out. Interesting. Perhaps he was thinking along the same lines as I, going that this is pretty good map for a lot of Hellions. But Banshee is following up, and that's exactly what roaches are not that good for. So we better hope, as I scoot over my vision to Stephano's main base, that there's something to do against Banshee harassment. No evolution chamber, and only 2 queens.
And the queen as a natural was severely damaged by the Hellions. That is what Tarson wants to reach with his Hellions, and it's very smart. He will be able to kill that queen much more easily with his Banshee.
And these 2 roaches do quite well against the
Oh
Hellions,
my God,
but they're flying in. Ooh, losing almost 2 Hellions there.
Yeah.
But he does have a good read on what's going on. Doesn't see a second queen at the natural. Where's the Banshee? Is he saving it up at home? Again, saving up 2 Banshees before he moves out.
Mm-hmm.
He did the same before.
I think that's very smart. Revealing 1 Banshee, Stephano would have been able to deal with it, but now with 2 against the damaged queen and just 1 more other queen, he's gonna do a sick amount of damage.
Actually, there is 2 queens and now only 1 extra being created. So it's gonna be really, really rough on Stephano.
Oh, but Stephano's... Did he see it? He threw back his queen into the main, so at least he's defending together.
Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of drones here, not even moving them yet. Now he comes out with 2 queens. Smart focus will allow Tarson to kill both queens. Does lose a Banshee. 3rd queen, or should I say the only queen, is soon about to finish and will not actually win against this Banshee in a straight-up fight. Counter-attack coming here. Only 2 Marines here. And a Viking, lots of SCVs. He doesn't have anything to defend. Tank coming out soon though, and that should be the end of the aggression if Stephano doesn't break out first. Banshee making a lot of kills here. 1 against the queen, so that's 3 queens down, 2 more being produced. In the meantime, roaches can't quite break through yet. Should be able to kill this supply depot soon, or not yet.
No, it's
Tank and Viking shooting. No, it's gonna survive.
He lost some SCVs in the process, but...
And this Spore has 1 kill. Lost quite some SCVs, like you said. 8 SCVs killed. 1 of them, of course, was a scout SCV, so the result is 7 SCVs. Some mining time and some repair costs, but that really isn't all that much. In the meantime, 16 drones got killed. And all these Hellions flying into the base, uncontested. I don't know why I said flying, but they're just so damn fast. Going into the natural and then into the main, where there actually isn't that many drones. Oh, what a smart circumvention.
Yeah, wow.
That was pretty clever.
That was...
And now he can block them out.
Nice.
In. Block them in.
Yeah, nice job by Stephano. Still, some drones remain.
And 4 drones got left to their own devices, and Roach is coming in. Better reblock that wall, or he's going to try to get out. And they will get out. No extra kills, though.
Gonna get 1 more.
Yeah, 1 more kill. That's nothing to sniff at for Hellions, whose death was basically foretold in the stars already not too long ago. 26 worker kills by Tarson. Extremely good result. Pathogen glands coming out.
Oh, such early infestors.
Very early infestors and roaches, so I could almost say he has to make a timing with some kind of roach infestor attack, but that doesn't seem extremely viable, unfortunately.
Well,
what if he gets Burrow?
If he gets Burrow, he might be able to harass, kill drones with fungal and throwing an axe to have tanks shoot down on his own economy.
But pretty well-rounded army coming here from Tarson.
I think the main reason why he gets infestors is if he would be going for mutas, he'd be very vulnerable to follow-up timing attack by a Tarson. However, infestors, the perfect counter against any kind of attack.
Yeah, that's true. Infestors, very good defensive unit to have.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. They're very nice. Let's say the Marines come in and they stim. You land 1 or 2 fungals, so you could just stop that attack dead in its tracks. 4 infestors coming out. Pretty good against drops too. 2 fungals and some infested Terrans can take down a Medivac. Roaches come in here. There will be no drones to kill whatsoever. He probably didn't even need to pull those drones, but it was just kind of a split action, two things, two separate moves, which he knows to be right, pulling drones and bringing roaches. And he didn't put 2 and 2 together yet, and lost a little bit of mining time there, so it was still a decent move to commit that medivac, better than sitting at home at all.
Oh,
nice fungal there. Will one more fungal come in? And that's 2 Vikings down.
Not a happy thing to happen as a Terran. Losing Vikings is always sad.
And what were those Vikings there for? Just hunting overlords?
At the beginning he built them, I think, because he didn't have any ground units, so he kind of needed them to even...
Emergency defense, right?
Yeah. And then it's nice to have Vikings just to deny overlords, but... Well, not a too crucial unit, still sucks if you lose it.
Yeah, we've got 45 drones now for Stephano, 41 SCVs for Tarson. Must say that Tarson should be quite happy with that, being only 2 workers behind now. And we've got army value, not too significant now, who has the army value advantage. Usually Zerg tries to wait, pumping most of their army until the attack is imminent.
Yep.
Can't wait too long though. Getting a bit more infestors and Neural Parasite. Soon to have 7 infestors. Really going heavy on the infestors there. And Neural, of course, perfect for the tanks. And Fungal for the bio, but if there's just too many tanks, infestors will just get taken down from a distance, and it's not good to like fungal growth half of the tanks.
No,
I mean, sorry, Neural Parasite half of the tanks.
Yeah, it comes down to focus fire again. If Terran is very aware of what's going on and doesn't just shoot roaches and circlings, he can take out the infestors pretty easily. Especially if they clump up, it's just beautiful to shoot in like 5 infestors with some tanks. Makes you very happy.
Got a small drop coming in there. All the tech structures are behind. Upgrades finished. Neural Parasite ready. Roaches, Lynx, kind of a odd assortment army here. Don't see that kind of specific army composition too much. These medivacs are ready and waiting. This medivac is waiting for orders. In the meantime, tanks covering the defenses. Zerglings right here. Command center doesn't care. Bio coming in. Fungal. Fungal Kings coming in.
Taking all Marines and Marauders. In the meantime...
And that's Tarson's Q.
Yeah. He will take out the 3rd base. At least I predicted. Not gonna do damage in the main, but just a little bit of distraction.
Oh, and will he be in time to cancel? Oh, he let it get up. What a pity. Yeah, and he could have cancelled that. But doing a lot of other things at the same time, such as making drones and making a new hatchery somewhere else.
And getting a hive.
Oh, that's a macro hatchery and a hive out of 2 bases.
He does not have any Spire yet, so...
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Adrenal glands?
Also, doesn't really...
I know, Ultralis. It must be Ultralis.
It must be, but I don't know if it makes sense. Oh.
Nice, nice, nice.
Wow, that is big. That is 30 supply right there, almost.
Yeah, about 20 supply loss for Tarson there. 2 nearly full medivacs. Shot down expertly. Hatcheries all over the place now. Hatchery here, top left here at the gold, and over here, because he had some minerals left over, quite some minerals, and just basically wants to make sure he can't die. Keep the attention from the Terran there. Will force him to attack, kill some units.
I think he's gonna save... Oh, it's gonna be so close.
He stimmed himself to death. Not bad.
Nice.
What's over there? Oh, Marauder.
Oh, well, that would have been nice if he would have kicked the hedge, but he got spotted by the Overlord, and so far it seems Stephano just has a hive to have a hive.
16 infestors soon, and Ultraless Cavern.
Now it comes, but... Oh, so many infestors, but as soon as Terran gets into position, it will be hard for Stephano to go in there.
Oh... Taking shots with the infested Terrans, hopefully doing some neurals, but I don't think it'll be enough. Excellent focus there by tanks. And that attack was just smashed completely. And Tarson takes game 2.
Nice.
Who took game 1?
Stephano.
Stephano. So it's 1-1.
Yeah. Is the finals best of 5?
Best of 3.
Oh, finals best of 3 too?
Best of 3 all the way. So are we getting game 3 now? for third place decider. And after that, we should have a short break and then the finals between Sasse and Kas. Excellent finals.
Yep.
Oh. I'll be back in 1 minute. Need to go get some water. Do you want some water?
Oh yeah, please. I'll join you.
Okay. We'll be back in a minute.